Thank you so much for joining me for this breaking news. We gonna now take a look at what is happening in America right now with these massive demonstrations over state policies towards immigrants in America. We also gonna now take a look at some breaking immigration news from the southern border that you are not hearing in the mainstream media. So in Austin, Texas, hundreds of immigrant rights advocates are demonstrating outside the Texas Capitol. This is in reaction to the passage of a new law which allows the state to fine cities that declare themselves sanctuary cities $5,000 for every undocumented immigrant who receives services from that city. The services include things like health care, education for their children, and even food stamps. Now, this law is set to take effect in September. So you can see why they re-protesting now, because soon they not going to be able to access these basic services which they have a right to as human beings, as people living in this country, whether they're documented or not. They still have a right to those things. But this is a way that the government is punishing them. It's very, very cruel, and it's not American. And most Americans don't want this. The majority of Americans don't want this. But unfortunately, the Republican-led state legislatures are moving in this direction. Also wanted to update you on what's happening in Wisconsin. So a federal judge has blocked Wisconsin's ban on critical race theory in the classroom. Now, this is important because what they were doing is they were banning books. They were banning conversations about racism in America, about slavery, about the civil rights movement. You know, they didn't want kids to learn this stuff. And so they said that it was critical race theory. They conflated critical race theory with all these other things that they didn't want taught in schools. And so this judge said, no, this is unconstitutional. You can't do this. So that's a good thing. That's a step in the right direction. And I just want to say thank you for all the new subscribers that we've gained in the last few days. We've gained tens of thousands of new subscribers. And it's because of your support. People are waking up. People see what's happening in the world. They see that there's this huge divide in our country right now. And they want to make sure that they getting information from a source that is not controlled by billionaires and large multinational corporations. Because that's really what it boils down to. We have these giant corporations that are buying up all the media and they're controlling the narrative. They're feeding us this propaganda. And people are waking up to it more and more every day. So again, thank you for your support. Okay, we'll take a quick break and then I'll be back on with more news.